Yo guys, another game here and welcome back to another video of Subnautica. So today won't be like my other videos, I won't be in the game itself showing you updates, because today I want to show you a list of the top 5 things we want to see in Subnautica. Keep in mind this list is created by me, so a lot of the things in this list is also for my opinion. There is of course a lot of stuff we want to see in the game, but I made like some kind of selection based on my own opinion and based on some stuff I've seen on the forums. So let's get going with the first thing we want to see in Subnautica. So about this there are a lot of different opinions, because people want it in the game, but also people don't want it in the game. And I'm talking about co-op. I would love to see it in the game, but a lot of people say that it will take away the atmosphere in the game. Because right now you are alone at an unknown planet, an alien planet, you have no idea where you are. You have to explore stuff, you have to find stuff out. And yeah, people think that because of co-op, the alone part will fall away. The atmosphere won't be as cool as it will be before. And I understand that the biggest part of Subnautica atmosphere is being alone. But still, I think survival games, it is just so cool to play them together with friends and stuff like that. Too bad it probably won't come to the game, since they have created like a forum post or a blog post a while ago in which they explained why they can't do it right now, why they can't do it very soon, or maybe they won't even add it like ever. There is a link in the description which you can click, and then you will end up at the blog post in which they say why they can't do it and why they are focusing more on game stories right now than go up. So the fourth thing we want to see in Subnautica is more submarines. So right now Subnautica only has 2 submarines. It is the Sea Moth and the Cyclops. And I think it will be really cool to have more variations of them, with all having them their own advantages and disadvantages. That is just terrible to say. But imagine just like if you are more of an exploring guy, that you can build one that is more about exploring, so you can so there is a big battery in it, you can just travel a lot with it, but it is pretty slow. And then one that is more with attacking, which has less power in it, which eats a lot of power, so which isn't really efficient. It will be very fast and have weapons on it, stuff like that. I think that will be really cool to have in the game. They've created a lot of concept arts about submarines, but those ones are basically from the Cyclops, I think, and they just chose one of those concept arts to be the Cyclops. So the concept art you will see right now probably won't ever make it to the game, since they were actually just concept arts for the Cyclops. But I think it will be really cool to have one more, or maybe 2 more, or some more, a lot more, to have in the game, which are like that. They already have some concept art, so they can just like create it and make a whole new vehicle out of it instead of the Cyclops. So the third thing, it is really a thing, it is a creature, and it is called the Rock Puncher. So we already know about the Rock Puncher for a long time. I think at the beginning of Subnautica it is already mentioned, like that they wanted to have it in the game. And they have a lot of models and 3D animations, stuff like that. They already have a lot of stuff for the Rock Puncher. But it probably won't come to the game. So if you go to the Subnautica roadmap Trello, and then all the way to the right there is a thing which is called Post v1.0. Which is about all the stuff they want to add after the full version of the game is released. And the Rock Puncher is right there. And the Rock Puncher, for the ones who don't know it, I think that if you are interested in Subnautica you probably know it. But the Rock Puncher is a creature which punches rocks. Really surprising. But the reason they don't wanted it in a game was because there were some stuff with terraforming, stuff like that. And they weren't sure if they wanted to add it in the game. So the Rock Puncher was planned to live in the Grand Reef and just be on the floor, punching rocks, doing its stuff, living life. But it is probably cancelled. It isn't confirmed yet, I think, but the chance is just so small that it will come. It probably won't ever come to the game. But still, like I mentioned, it is on the Trello page for after version 1. So after the full release it might come to the game, but we won't be seeing it soon. And maybe there is a small chance, or well, there is a big chance we might not see it at all. So number 2 is really one that I would love to see, which I am so hyped for. It is the Arctic. And they have created like some kind of mood board about it, about how they want it to look. But it isn't 100% sure if they are going to add it in. It is still listed as something they want to do, but not sure if they can do it or will do it. So there are also a few other biomes like the Lily Pad Islands and the Twisty Bridges, but the chance is just, oh well, there is no chance. They will come to the game. There is a chance of 100%. Also not very soon, but they will come to the game later on. The Arctic is still not confirmed to come, but this is one of the biomes I think will be great. A lot of people said like, no, but we are on like a tropical island and it is warm, and why would we need a Arctic right here? But I think it will be cool if we just go on and travel all the way to the north or all the way to the south, that we will just end up in a Arctic biome, which will also be the border of the map, something like that. It will be so cool to have that. Like the mood board they've created, it is really like with all the narrow ice caves and how they wanted the models to look, like just some kind of albino stuff, you know, like really white, and just so you can see that is an Arctic, right? Just all the things we have on the Arctic here, they also want to add it in the game. I would love to see this. Also the chance for this one isn't too big, because we haven't heard a lot about it. The only thing we've seen is the mood board they created, so we haven't really seen any models for it yet. That is with the Lily Pad Islands and the Twisty Bridges, very different, because we have seen a lot of models for that, like how they wanted to make it look there. And that all seems really cool, but really the Arctic, I think that is really what we want. At least that is what I want. So number 1 has to do with the story. It is about the precursors. I would love to see some precursors in the game. We probably won't be able to see them since they've left the planet or they died. I'm not sure what happened to them, but we probably won't be able to see them. And I would love to have them in the game, like just like proper models, just like proper characters in the game, that you can communicate with them, something like that, trade with them, you know, stuff like that. I think that will be a really cool addition to the game. I'm not sure how you guys are thinking about that. Just let me know what you think about that, about precursors actually being in the game. But yeah, we probably won't be able to see them in the game. They probably won't be added in the game as real characters, stuff like that. We know about them, but we probably won't ever see them. It's just something I don't know, I think they don't want it or something like that. But I think it would be really cool to have them in the game. Like, I'm really curious to how they would have looked like if they were added in the game. So the reason I think it will be a great addition to the game to have some precursors actually in it is because you might be able to communicate with them, trade them if they are friendly. But also if they make them aggressive, it will also be really cool, because you might have to avoid them, defend yourself from them, attack them, stuff like that. And maybe they shouldn't be in the game like from the beginning, but only when you are exploring stuff, when you are following the story. Because the story will bring you to the first base, which is the Precursor gun base, and then you will go on to the other bases, something like that. I won't tell everything about it because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you want to see it, I created a video about it. But for now, it is just like maybe that if you go on with the story, that once you have been in one of the Precursor guns, or in one of the Precursor bases, I mean, there's only one gun. But maybe that once you are in one of the Precursor bases, they notice something like that and they try to get you out of the base, something like that. They will go on the planet and tell you that you don't have to explore everything, and I don't know, maybe something like that. I'm not really good at thinking of stories for Subnautica, for games I mean. But yeah, I think it will be really cool to have actual precursors in the game and interacting with them, or maybe avoiding them if they are aggressive. You know, stuff like that. And I don't know what you guys think of it. Just let me know what you think of actual precursors in the game. I think I would really love to have some precursors in the game. Alright, so that's going to be it for this top 5. Let me know if you think I have missed something in this video. Maybe you have something completely different you really want in the game. Let me know in the comments if you have one. And also let me know about the precursors in the game. Maybe you guys like it, maybe you don't, I don't know. So guys, that is going to be it for this top 5. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.